The neighborhood I serve in has a large number of people in their late 20s to early 40s. Many of them lead busy lives, working long hours through the week and partying on weekends. And since this is an expensive neighborhood, your presence here says something about how well you're doing financially. The neighborhood we serve in is home to entrepreneurs, lawyers, the biggest actors in our film industry, and young people trying to climb up the corporate ladder. Here, you make a name for yourself through the organizations you build and the work you do. So when people come here, they want to give their work everything they've got. Corporately, this neighborhood has a self-saving strategy, which is amass wealth and make a name for yourself. Individually, people here have a deep longing for identity and security, and they're trying to establish a sense of self-worth and significance through their accomplishments. So many of them are battling broken relationships, loneliness, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and a range of mental health issues. While most look totally put together on the outside, on the inside we see that they're falling apart. When I think about the men and women in my neighborhood, this is how I would contextualize the gospel for them. The God of the Bible created us with a longing for identity and security. So their longings are good, they're understandable. God understands those longings. But you're looking for fulfillment in places that cannot deliver. The young people cannot save themselves through wealth or their careers. The good news of Jesus tells them we are saved by the goodness of God, by His grace, something that isn't earned. We are saved by the good works of Christ, not by our good works. And we receive His gift of salvation in the same upside-down way that Jesus accomplished salvation for us, through vulnerability. Rather than banking on our wealth or good works, He invites us to admit our spiritual poverty and come to Him with empty hands and a heart of faith. So I would say to the men and women in my neighborhood that through Christ's death, He took on all your brokenness, your fears, your misplaced hopes, and even your moralism. And through His resurrection, He gives you an identity and security that cannot be taken away. He enters your brokenness, your longings, your misplaced desires, and restores your relationship with Himself. He enables you to rebuild broken relationships with one another, and He helps you understand and accept who you are in Him. He empowers you to excel at work for His glory, not just for financial gain. He loves you in the midst of your brokenness and frailties. You can now find peace and joy in your mind and heart, knowing that you're fully loved and accepted, and that frees you to live purposeful and meaningful lives for God.